reveals a lot about the film.
Here's a cool spoiler. I actually like Alien 3.
Here's a cooler spoiler. Hi, hello.
Let's see if...
That's not a spoiler.
Well, let's see.
Hello.
Hi,
There we
we
go. How you
Your
doing?
game's
my
really
gosh.
cool.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Do you think you can boost your mic a bit?
Probably. Hang on.
It's not that bad, actually.
Here we go.
Excellent.
Mic gain high.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me play Rymdkapsel.
That is what I. That's why I made it. To steal people's lives away.
Which is working out great so far. I'm currently at, like, I feel pretty content with my space station right now.
I think you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, this is my third go tonight. So, and I feel like once I got all the monolith... Oh, damn it. People have been wondering if it's going to come out to any other platforms. And I know we've answered this a bunch of times, but since you're actually in the call and it's going out on proper audio, how about you
So
tell
it's gonna
us?
be. It's been on the PlayStation Mobile thing now for what is it, since the 8th of May, and it's coming out on iOS and Android in June. I don't know exactly when yet, but because I mean it's only me doing all the work, so if it goes well, it will be early.
Oh no, he disappeared slowly.
I think your Skype's settings are set to auto balance.
Yes, that might very well be the be the case. Classic Skype thing. Here we go.
Here we go.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
god.
Can you hear me now? Am I super loud?
Yeah, now there's too much mic boost.
The neighbors could hear you.
Here we go. Okay. Is that okay?
That's lovely.
A lot of this sort of tends to reset between tries, so it's always terrible, however you do it.
Skype's pretty good like that, isn't it?
Yeah, and the worst bit is, like, we always use Skype when we do streams and when we play games as well, and then there's always some dude going like, why aren't you using raid call or something else? And then I'm always like, but I'm lazy and Skype works.
You already use Skype, yeah.
Skype
Yeah,
is
so anyway, the game is out for iOS and Android in July.
Cool.
And if you want, there's a mailing list thing on the website where you can sign up, and I'll send you an email when it's out. And that's the only email you'll get. I don't want to spam anyone.
That said, if you join any of my social media groups, I will spam the shit out of you, but not over email because I'm lazy.
Yeah, it's not. I guess it's not as bad as spamming if it's like
If it's-
elected.
Well, if it's
On
things you
social
want,
media.
it's always good. Aaron Power wants to know what language your game is coded in.
Good question. It's coded in. You're getting attacked. Oh my. It's coded in a language called Hacks,
Wow.
which is a weird language. It's a lot like ActionScript but different. And I'm actually using it's one code base for all the platforms. So the PlayStation Vita version, the Android version, and the iOS version,
Yeah, because,
and the super secret doesn't really exist PC version.
It better exists at some point.
because I the first time I played this was I guess a playable beta, and that was on iPad, and this is like essentially the version I'm playing now. It works the same way. There's nothing different. I'm sure there's less bugs in this than there were early on, but as far as I know from the different versions I've played of the game, there's essentially they play the same way and they look the same way too.
Yeah, I mean they're all running from the same, like the gameplay stuff. It's exactly the same.
You've got an idle guy. There you go.
Thanks to some voodoo magic.
Yeah, there's this little thing called Steam. Maybe get the game on that. Maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, sure. Just call them up and be all like, "Hey, guys."
Hey, that's what.
Oh yeah, have you looked at Greenlight?
I'm gonna go vote for some games right now.
I'm right now. I'm actually doing another game in between these, and then it's going to be the iOS and Android. So I haven't even thought about PC yet. I mean, I can do it tech-wise. It's just another platform to deal with.
My fucking dudes are dying, mate. not cool.
You got enough, dudes.
No.
You can make more. You've got so many guys that can just make more food.
Food.
You're fine.
This is when you want a lot of kitchens because you can buffer food.
Yeah.
Oh, plant.
So you can have a bunch of food stored to get new guys really quickly.
See, I should have done that, but now I'm in the lovely position I usually am when I get to my end game. The fact that you have a bunch of resources, but your dudes die too quick that you can't between attacks you can't actually get all of them back, and then it's a downward spiral towards space hell.
It's sad, especially when you got one guy left and you're like, oh man, you fought bravely, little soul. And then there's like 14 space aliens that come and murder him.
Go, run,
Or
run
whatever
to the
gender.
weapons. Oh right, they have to run all the way down here to get the pink stuff. I am never gonna finish anymore. Oh! Holy shit! They might actually kill all. By the way, gameplay-related question that we've been thinking about. Now, the monoliths, do they always have the same tech in them, or is that randomized?
They're always the same.
They're always the same.
Okay.
And you can, if you're unsure, you can actually click them and see what they do.
Yeah, it tells you.
Oh.
I saw when you clicked
You
on
can select them just as, like, I think you probably still can if
Yeah.
if you.
No, I
It's
just like
definitely
you
can.
select
It's
your
just
food.
me.
Yeah, you looked at one when it had 2%, and it was like, ooh, wow.
Well,
And if you want to, you should be able to zoom with the scroll wheel.
yeah, I can. It's more my. I'm not really too. I don't feel like I need. No, fuck. Now I mentioned I really hate this game at this point. Everything I've built, and I already know that shit's gonna get ruined.
Yeah. You're. I mean, it's just a question of time right now. Here we
Don't
go
have-
again.
You don't have to be so gleeful about it. Oh
wave are you on
no!
right now?
Yes, kill that shit.
People are suggesting in the chat that maybe like a button that you press just to make everybody run to defensive positions. Would
Yeah,
make
it's actually a lot faster when you're on a touchscreen because you can just go like boop, 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 boop with your
Yeah.
finger. I'm
Yeah.
making gestures here, but obviously you can't see
Yeah.
those. So it's slightly awkward with the mouse, but it's perfectly fine on the touchscreen.
Boom. Okay. Actually, why?
And
I
I've
don't need.
thought about doing something like that, but it has. I
No!
mean, it's another thing to deal with.
Yeah.
This. Get. I'm never gonna. Okay. You guys have to run all the way over there and put them in, because otherwise that's never gonna get done. Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
You know, some of this stuff is actually mean on purpose.
Oh. Oh, look at them! Look at them!
I love how there's
disappear.
that room right there, and just nobody went in that room. I thought they're just like,
Oh,
nah, we'll
there's
just-
only two guys. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
No,
we are in
no.
trouble now.
Oh god.
Well.
Oh god.
That one guy. Oh, he nearly did it.
Oh my! Which wave is this? It's like 20.
Wave
24,
24, yeah.
24, yeah. So that is definitely the best I have. Well,
Oh yeah. That's not best. Yeah.
Oh, I
think-
love how he got stuck while he's being hit, so he's
Yeah.
doing the glitch thing.
this
I'm
is not
thinking-
supposed to happen.
I'm thinking like if you had like the quarters and your kitchens right next to each other for maximum food replenishment.
What do you call this then?
The cKnoor special.
You. Ah. Bastard.
That's what I call the Dunder Strat.
What's up with the background music? I like the background music. But right now it's, well, I guess it's freaking out because I died.
Is it stuck in the enemy sound?
Yeah, well, it's a.
I turned off the sound on the
Yeah.
stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well. everyone but me does that if you're in this kind of
Yeah. It's the enemy sound that's doing the.
I may love the sound of my own voice, but I don't want to hear myself twice.
Yeah, it's really confusing. Apparently, it helps if you have a stutter hearing yourself with a delay.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful.
Okay, I think I've played Rymdkapsel for over like 2 hours now, and honestly, at this point, guys, you should probably get the game yourself when it's on a platform you actually own and can play it on.
Yes.
That'll probably be the iOS Android for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, there's a reason it's on PlayStation Mobile first. A financial reason, let me put it that way.
Yeah, that's what I said to. Like I saw on the Wikipedia they waived the fee or something. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but the fee's nothing. The fee's $100 to
Yeah.
put on there. So that's, I mean, I'm paying that for iOS and stuff anyway. But
Yes,
Sony's helping me basically.
Alfador, you should definitely sign up for the mailing list then, so you'll know the minute, perhaps even the second, the game's out on iPad.
Yes, I will send it out as fast as humanly possible. And I mean, it's going to be iOS, so it's a staggered release, like time zone thing. So you'll know in due time. And it's for the millionth time, probably. It's Rymdkapsel.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
it's every day how much trouble English-speaking people have with it.
I mean, Tom is actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, most people are. They just don't. I don't know. It scares them. It seems like
It's
the
because-
Y, I think,
yeah.
throws people
Putting
off.
the Y there, putting the D and the K next to each other is weird.
Yeah.
I guess like the one last poignant question is probably going to be how much is the game going to be when it's out on iOS? How much is it on the PS Mobile store right now?
It's 5 monies right now. I think it's $5, and I'm not sure what that translates to in euros, but it's going to be around that price, probably a bit cheaper. And if I make it cheaper on iOS, I'll lower the price on PlayStation Network too.
Yay!
I haven't activated it yet. That's why I don't want to promise. But
well, and if like I think it's important to note as well that like this game is basically you. You've done almost all of it. So when you pay for this game, you're giving all the money to Grapefrukt.
yes.
Well, and the publisher. So-
No, actually not.
Oh, really?
If you buy it, not really. No. It's all me in a way.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Get over this guy giving false information.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
buy
can't
2
believe it.
copies.
I thought if you bought it through like for the PS Vita, some of it will go to Sony as well. But
Yeah, I mean it's for the PlayStation Mobile thing, which is like it's basically App Store style.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you get 30%, and I get 70.
Do you
pretty good.
consider an odd Swedish name being a disadvantage in marketing? For marketing reasons.
Normally, no. When people don't know how to say it, slightly. I mean,
well,
We
this
don't
is
know how
what
to say it, but on the other hand, it does mean that we've had to say it every 5 minutes, and now everybody knows what
which
it's
is
called.
nice. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
apply directly to the forehead.
Tom
we
has a
raised that
broken
Rymdkapsel
bell
now.
that he can't.
Nice.
No, you
Rymdkapsel.
didn't say it.
Well,
They talked about it on the Giant Bomb podcast, which is huge for me because I'm a big fan of those guys, and they call it Vrukbrukbruk.
well,
Wow.
that's pretty close.
All they said.
It's
Like,
pretty
that's
close.
the entire mention on the podcast is them butchering the name and moving on, which is hilarious and slightly unfortunate. But you can't have it all.
No,
I
there you
guess.
go. Yes, well, thank you, Noggin. I know my volume controls are showing. This is this is the weird way of streaming when I'm streaming a screen regions. I can put anything I want up here. I can even do this.
Oh my god, delay. What's happening? Nothing's happening.
Oh no.
Use mouse on the screen.
No, no.
Oh god.
Look into the abyss. If you look hard enough, Rymdkapsel will stare back at you.
Oh my lord.
Yes, so being on. prioritize 2 buildings so the minions don't go. I assume that the minion AI is built this way because it's built this way. I mean, it's designed to be a bit of an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I mean, you sort of have to baby them a little bit on purpose, and they do some stuff that's not ideal.
That's why they're minions and not
I mean,
the
yeah.
super commander guy.
Exactly. I mean, there's a reason you're needed. And I mean, it's a hard balance to strike because you want them to be sort of adorably stupid, not like I want to punch you in the face type of stupid.
Well, we already had one guy who just wanted to build on the complete other side of the map to all the weapons rooms, and he instantly became corridor guy. And then he died, and we were all sad that this little 2 square white guy on the screen did.
I find it
It's too dumb to live.
charming and weird at the same time, the fact that the minions are actually tiny white squares, but the fact that they are a bit fucking really stupid, it adds a lot of charm to the game that I did not think tiny white squares could emote.
It kind of feels like a petemology idea in that regard.
It does actually. I never thought of that, but yeah.
Well, the worst insult you've ever done, Tom.
No, petemology is a genius.
The funny thing is, for putting it on the PlayStation Mobile, I had to do the ESRB rating, and so they have a form you fill out like, does your game have violence? I'm like, no. Does your game have sexual reference? No. Does your game have like big nasty spiders? No. And just this long, it's like flying into the US or whatever. It's like big list of stuff, and they're like, awesome, you're rated. And now, like 2 weeks ago, I got an email that they have overruled my ESRB rating certificate, and I have now mild fantasy violence in my rating.
Oh my god, really?
Yep. Which means, I mean, I still have the same rating, so it's not like I'm still E for everyone. But yeah, mild fantasy violence, apparently.
Red.
How do they know that
that
the thing that actually happens is violence? That's a
Because they
really
die.
that's a
They
really
die.
They
no
explode.
no. They get teleported away to a much nicer place.
No. They fucking die.
They teleport home to the base.
No, they're dead as hell.
Wow.
Is there a reason you have the colorblind thing on, or is that just...
Well, it's because Ethan's colorblind.
I see. Is it helping at all?
Yeah. I can tell what each thing is.
Awesome. I have a friend who's colorblind too, and I gave the game to him, and it's like, yeah, awesome, but everything's gray.
Well,
I can't play this. So I made this specifically for him, so I can force him to play it. And
honestly, now having a look, I kind of like having colorblind mode on because it adds a bit more like texture to the rooms.
yeah,
Which is like the simplicity of just the Tetris shapes is nice and all, but I guess I've grown accustomed to the blobs.
the lovely blobs. No, I can tell what each room is. Like, I can't tell the difference, like the colors between the gardens, kitchen, and quarters when they're next to each other.
yeah.
But with colorblind mode on, I can. It's perfect. It's brilliant.
Cool. I mean, it's hard for me to test because I'm not colorblind.
Yeah,
so
that's how it works. It's really good.
that's good. That's actually the first like real actual colorblind person that has said that it's working. So that's cool. You can tell that this game has undergone rigorous testing in all areas.
Oh, like, the thing with being colorblind is that on there 3 or 4 different types of it as well.
Yeah, there is.
That's going to make it harder to see.
Yeah, it's a lot of people too. It's like, what is it, 15% of all men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess roughly works out to 7.5% of everyone. So that's a lot of people to like just lock out of your game instantly.
Holy shit! I did a thing I shouldn't have done. I opened my email.
What's your password?
I'm not telling.
Yeah,
It's really good though. It's like I've combined like 3 words that are not meant to be combined. So whenever I type it out, I giggle.
Is your password cKnoor? Because that's a made-up word as well.
No, that's a made-up
Uh,
name. That's different.
I know that for colorblind players, things like Mirror's Edge, I think, was a big one. That the assisting thing, just some people couldn't see it at all. And it's weird that there are lots of games that use color coding just naturally as part of their mechanics, and they don't really seem to keep in mind that other people may not be able to use that at all, when like large part of the game is designed around it.
Yeah, this are really interesting. I think it's by the SimCity devs, like the new SimCity. They've done a bunch of stuff on that too. I mean, they had so like all modern games pretty much have post processing, like I don't know, bloom and shader stuff, and also color grading.
Yeah.
And there are actually ready-made shaders that you can use that just like broaden that part of the spectrum a little bit extra. That will fix games that aren't really workable for colorblind people and just like stretch those colors a bit more to make them slightly more different,
Nice.
which is very low effort to put in.
Yes,
And
Instagram.
I guess you could probably actually, with the fancy like hacks stuff that you can use to put in extra shaders in every game, you could probably do that. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm
Well-
just making stuff up.
I think like I don't want to play this game anymore because if I do, I'm gonna be here all night,
Yeah,
and
you're
I've
gonna-
actually got things to do.
I don't know about that.
Well, no, well, yes, I actually, well, I have one thing that I need to do. I'm waiting for a phone call for a job application thing I need to fill out. But thanks ever so much for letting me play some Rymdkapsel.
Thanks for playing it. You're the first person to stream this, I think, probably ever. I'm not quite sure. Someone might have streamed the Vita version though. I'm not sure, but you're one of the first anyway.
Well, you know, I try to put myself in a niche, which is why I exclusively stream Rymdkapsel and Blood Bowl, which no one else ever streams. I'll probably try and stream some more of it at some other point when I feel like it, because it's one of them games where you're like, well, I've got an hour to spare. Let's get something done and be heartbroken at the end of it. It's really nice.
Just once more before we cut the stream, can we just some people in the chat are asking what distribution the game's going to be on. So currently it's just PS Mobile.
Yes,
And
which
then,
is PlayStation Vita and any PlayStation-enabled devices,
Yeah.
which is basically the Sony's Android phones and tablets
It's going to be on iOS in July
iOS
Yes.
and Android
and Android.
in July.
and maybe PC sometime in the future, possibly. I think
Yeah.
that's right.
Game of the Year
tech-wise, I
edition.
can put it on PC at the same time as I do Android and iOS, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to kill myself by working.
Yeah.
So I'll deal with that when the time comes.
Okay. Other questions? Are there more things than the 3 objectives, which I suppose was 5 to 28 waves, research, all 4 things in less than 45 minutes? What was the other one?
Just research all 4 things.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's 3 of them. I think I'm gonna, if I had time, I'm gonna add an Iron Man one, which is all 3 in one
God.
go. Which is, I mean, getting all 4 monoliths and all 4 monoliths under 45 minutes is essentially the same one.
Yeah.
But I think I want to do that and some more. But that's all of it. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge game, but I mean, you've had what, like 2.5 hours out of it already.
Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking. I was just thinking, okay, well, we've had like 3 hours out of it already, but even doing that, like, I'm still thinking of ways like, okay, what if I did it like to set up like this and like this? Maybe then it would be more efficient. I could last longer, or I could just beat cKnoor because he sucks.
Yeah, the thing that makes me so heartbroken about this game is like when you start out, you have the Tetris pieces and you want them desperately all to fit together properly, like to have just a big square of rooms and corridors, and then you realize that no, that doesn't work because I need to get over to the monoliths to research them, and to do that I need to build a long ass corridor out into nothing, which totally ruins your lovely space station.
Yeah, that's sort of like the main, like the balance thing of the game. Like to defend your station, you want to keep it compact, but to survive, you actually need to go to the monoliths and get them, which makes your station not compact. So it's this balance between those two.
Also, if you get too many reactors and gardens and kitchens lined up in a row without any gaps, and they'll disappear. Really sucks.
I should add that.
Oh god.
Tetris, you win. And I got a huge list of stuff I want to put in the game that I've just like at some point. I mean, I could just keep working on this forever, but at some point you just could be like, okay, awesome, done.
Yeah.
Next thing. And yeah, it feels like I've been working on this forever, but I've only actually worked on it for a year, which is a lot more than I thought. Like, had I known when I started what I got myself into, I might not even have started it. But it all ended up well in the end.
Okay. Should we run the competition one more time, or do you still have a
give
couple
out
left?
Yes, the competition. That means if you're able to play the game right now, why not send me a message on Twitch and I might have a copy for you, because Grapefrukt gave me 3.
I might have some US copies too, if anyone wants one.
Wow.
My magical document of free stuff.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Well, unlucky for Nuggin that he's no longer watching the stream, because otherwise he could have had a copy.
Did he have a Vita?
I don't know. He works for EA. They've got everything.
They do. I actually don't have more US codes, so I want to keep a few for emergencies. I don't want to give them out.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm sorry.
No,
Can't give you.
that's fine. I mean, at some point, people have to start buying the game.
Yeah, I guess.
If I could play the game, I would buy it because it looks like a lot of fun.
I
How
hear
inspired?
rumors that you can jailbreak your Android phone and get the
Wow.
mobile.
Wow.
Ooh.
But I haven't tried that, or not jailbreak, but root your Android phone or whatever.
Yeah. How inspired were you by board games to make something like this? Because I think the way that you set down tiles and then there's a set amount of time until the things arrive, it does remind me of a board game quite a lot in that regard.
Some of it actually comes from what's the name?
Blokus?
Oh, yeah, Blocus.
Or Blockus, I guess, would be the more
Which is,
angled.
I mean, it's obviously Tetris mostly, but just like the fact that just laying down the blocks is really pleasant. Like not even making lines, just like stacking them neatly is really pleasant.
Yeah.
So some of it definitely comes from that. But it's not like I had a plan with this game. It just sort of ended up this way.
Yeah, sure.
I wish I could say I had this master plan when I started out, but I really didn't. I just I got home from GDC, like Game Developers Conference. I was really inspired, met a bunch of awesome people. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make a new game right now because the one I'm working on is boring. And then this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
All right. Weekend stream schedule. That's the question. Well, there's Friday Night Blood Bowl on Friday, which is basically everything I've got scheduled. I think there's gonna be a Goon Bowl Blood Bowl game, hopefully on Saturday during the day, because I can't really play Saturday evening because I plan to get drunk, and I can't really play Sunday because I plan to be hungover, but also play board games at Parkes. So, but Friday Night Blood Bowl is definitely on, and if I do any more streams, I will tell you. Please, if you want up-to-date information, or at least be reminded when I stream, join the Steam community, because it will do pop-ups and shit. And if it's something I want to brag about, like this stream, I usually post an event on my Facebook page, and all of that is listed below the freaking stream window. But cool kids use the Steam community. Well, cool kids use Facebook too, but
No, they
That's
don't.
how
The Facebook for gamers.
My mum uses Facebook.
One's pretty
not
cool,
that cool.
Tom.
No!
One's probably cooler than you.
Probably.
Wow. No, Drunk Bowl is a horrible idea because I'm only good at Team Fortress 2 when I'm drunk.
It's messed up.
Messed
Well,
up.
Exactly,
Messed
the
up, but
Steam
true.
community.